Hello everyone, I am Ziang Wang. My two group members are Ziyuan, Huang, and Mankaran Singh. Our group has chosen to develop a two-player card game. I will give a brief introduction to this game. Firstly, the rules. In this game, a standard deck of cards is used, excluding the two jokers, leaving 52 cards. These cards are evenly distributed between the two players by the computer, marking the end of the preparation stage. Once both players choose to start, the game officially begins. In the first round, both players simultaneously reveal a card from their hands. The players with the higher card, which means the larger number of cards, win both the cards and added them to their deck. However, if the cards are of equal value, a dramatic showdown occurs. Both players must immediately draw another card to break the tie, adding to the suspense. This process continues until one player wins with a higher card, taking all the cards played in that round. Throughout the game, both players strive to collect as many cards as possible. The ultimate winner is the one with the most cards at the end of the all round. We are developing our game using MATLAB. Now you can see the initial Gantt chart we envisioned for our project, showing the approximate time needed for each part. However, upon completing all tasks, we find that we finished much earlier than we anticipated at the original time. Here is the conceptual interface for the card game created by our group. Each player's hand will be displayed on each side, allowing for an intuitive comparison of the card's value. Now next, let's welcome Ziyuan Huang to introduce the most crucial part, the code part.
Okay, so hello, my name is Ziyuan Huang, and I'm gonna talk about the code part of our project. Before we start, I think we need to clarify the rules of the game. So this game is played by two players. The rules of the game are that a deck of playing cards removes the king and queen, and each player is default 26 cards. Each round, both players play one card each to compare points. The player with the most points wins both cards. If both players have the same number of points, then there will be another round of competition. Until a winner is determined, the player with the largest number of points will win all of the cards. At the end of the round, whoever has the most cards wins. Otherwise, the game is a draw. Okay, so now we can see the code and UI of our project. Right here. When you click the New Game button, several actions take place handled by specific parts of the code. Here are the properties of our code that will be used. So the first part is shuffling the deck. Okay, because it's a poker game, so shuffling is inevitable. The shuffle deck function creates a deck of 52 cards and shuffles them using random 52. Right here. And further simulates the shuffle animation by swapping random cards and updating the images. After shuffling, the card images are set to a card back image to hide them. You can see right here, this is a card back. Okay, so after shuffling, we can deal in the cards. The deal cards function divides the shuffle deck into two hands of 26 cards, each for player 1 and player 2. Right here. Okay, and next is updating the UI. The update UI function updates the labels to show the number of remaining cards for each player. In the UI, you can see the labels are right there. Okay, and so now we can start playing the game. And when you click Draw Card button, the following steps are managed by specific functions. Well, first, the draw card function checks if either player's hand is empty. If not, it draws the top card from each player's hand. The if statement is right there. And there will be a sound. A sound is played to indicate a card draw. Sound is right there. Okay, and the drawn cards are displayed using the image source property right here. Well, by the way, we found 52 cards online, and I named each card in a formal way, like card 1, card 2, card 3, so it's easy for us to use it. After this part of the code, we can compare the cards. The card values are determined by using mode. Card -1, 13, and +1. It's this part. And the values are compared, and the winner's score is updated. The result of the round is also displayed. This part. The result will be displayed right there. Right now, you see the label is "Let's begin," but after the game, the result will appear right there. The result will be like player 1 wins the game, player 2 wins the game, or the game is a tie. Okay, and because we're required to use ThinkSpeak, so the game must be online. So the app includes online features using ThinkSpeak to update and read the game state. Okay, this whole part, and the update ThinkSpeak function writes the current game state to ThinkSpeak, ensuring the write rate limit is respected. Because I played the game several times, I found a problem that ThinkSpeak have a time limit that is 15 seconds. Yes, 15 seconds. So we need to make sure we are inside the rate limit right here. Okay. And after that is reading ThinkSpeak. Reading ThinkSpeak. So reading ThinkSpeak function reads the game state from ThinkSpeak, updating the app with the other player's move if applicable. Yeah. Well, here is the part that wait for another player, because this card game is for 2 players, so and also it's online, so we need to wait another player if he's okay with the game. Alright, so I think this is the whole part of our code, and here is the UI. That's it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so to end this, I will run our game. So let's begin. Okay, so you can see this is our UI. And here is the let's begin label. And here is the run result label. Now what players need to do is to push this new game button. Now I push it. So you can see here and here will appear the shuffle animation. And now the label change to final result is. Okay, so now what players need to do is push this draw card button. Let's see. Okay, player 1 win because player 1 is 13 and player 2 is 11. And there will be a sound effect when players draw card. And so there's only one thing that players need to do is to push this draw card button. So now I draw card, player 2 win. Draw card, draw card, draw card. Okay, so the game is over and there will be a sound effect. And you can see player 2 wins the game. Yeah, that's it. That's our game.
Next, the testing phase. Testing was actually really crucial and important to ensure that the game ran smoothly and that it was fun to play. We conducted several rounds of testing in which we played against ourselves and each other. It helped us identify and fix bugs related to card shuffling, drawing, and score calculation. More specifically for the card shuffling code, prior to the testing, the deck would shuffle properly, but for subsequent rounds, the deck wouldn't change. It would keep the same initial shuffled order, so it wasn't a new round entirely. Overall, testing was a really big help in debugging and figuring out where our code was a little bit off. So some features of our game include the different animations and sound effects, as well as the random card shuffling and splitting the deck. Some future enhancements and ways that we could improve our game include maybe adding an AI or a computer opponent so you could play alone and not have to play as both players. Also, we could maybe add special cards or special perks to increase the strategic depth of the game, as well as the difficulty to make it seem more competitive.